Should you sell your home or should you rent it out and become a landlord? This is a common question that is asked by a lot of homeowners. In today's video, we are going to discuss the pros and cons of selling your home, and we're going to discuss the pros and cons of renting out your home. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Whitney Michael. I am a local Hampton Roads realtor. On this channel, we are discussing all things real estate: first time home buying, second time home buying, real estate investing, becoming a realtor, home selling, anything you can think of. This is a real estate channel where you can come and get all of the education. Now, today's topic: should you rent out your home or should you sell it? The first thing we're going to discuss are the pros of selling your home. Pro number one, you get a lump sum of cash if you sell your home. That's obviously the biggest pro when it comes to selling. This lump sum of cash can give you cash to pay for investing, purchase another home, you can buy a car, pretty much do anything you want with the cash that you receive. So let's say you sell your home for $200,000. Imagine what $200,000 could do for you. So that's pro number one. Selling your home gets you a lump sum of cash. You remember that song? Money, 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 money. Woo! Money. Right? Money, money, money. That is a big pro when it comes to selling your home. Pro number two with selling your home: once the sale is complete, you no longer have to worry about that home, aka no landlord responsibilities. If you decide to rent out your home, you automatically become a landlord. Once again, if you sell it, you are completely relieved of any responsibility, any obligation to that property. So imagine waking up and maybe you decided to rent instead of owning a home. I don't know the situation, but let's say you did decide to rent. There's no maintenance, no tenant issues. You don't have to worry about being in compliance with tenant-landlord relationship laws. So no landlord responsibilities is pro number two when it comes to selling your home. Pro number three when it comes to selling your home: it can provide emotional closure. Sometimes when you sell your home, it represents you starting a new chapter of your life. And what happens when you start a new chapter of your life? You close a previous chapter. Maybe you're moving to a bigger and better home, or maybe you're going through a divorce, maybe your family is expanding. It could be anything, but selling your home can give you the emotional closure that you need to start that next chapter in your life. Pro number four when it comes to selling your home: you really don't face the market risk. If you decide to sell your home, you are going to get whatever the agreed upon purchase price is. And so you may say to yourself, well, don't I need to sell my home at the right time in the right market? Well, I say not necessarily. The reality is people always need somewhere to live. People are always going to buy homes. If your home is in a decent location, it's in decent condition, someone will buy your home. The first thing when it comes to selling a home is always going to be pricing it correctly, and the rest typically will happen for you. So that's why I say you don't necessarily have to worry about the market fluctuations. Pro number five when it comes to selling your home: it simplifies relocation. If you are selling your home because you're moving to a different state or maybe even a different country, you do not have to worry about having a property that's in a different area for you. Of course, there are always property managers, but a lot of times it's a lot less stressful if you don't have to worry about handling a property from a completely different location, whether that be a different city, state, or country. All right, let's talk about some cons of selling your home. The first con when it comes to selling your home is the potential loss of rental income. By selling your home, you lose the potential income that you would have had from renting out the property, and that's what we call passive income, where you're getting money in your sleep. So for instance, let's say your mortgage payment is $2,000, but the going rental rate for your home in that area is $2,500. Well, that's a $500 profit that you could be taking home. So if you are thinking of selling your home or renting it out, make sure you calculate how much money you could lose from selling your home. Con number 2 when it comes to selling your home, transaction costs. Selling your home is not necessarily a cheap thing. Of course, you can always do FSBO, for sale by owner, but statistics show that only 10% of for sale by owner transactions are successful. So keep that in mind if you are wanting to do FSBO, which once again stands for for sale by owner, FSBO. Now, the fees that are involved with selling a home include real estate commissions, taxes, repairs, potential buyer's closing costs, and any preparations you do to prepare the home for listings such as upgrades. So make sure you keep that in mind when you are thinking of selling your home versus renting it. Con number 3 when it comes to selling your home, and this is kind of a catch-22, once again, is market timing. So if you are in a heavy buyer's market, it may be a little more difficult to sell your home. Not saying no one will buy it, but it may be a little more difficult, meaning the home could sit on the market longer, or you may not get the home for optimal price. So that is a pro and a con, unfortunately. Once again, it's a catch-22, market timing when it comes to selling your home or renting it out. Con number 4 when it comes to selling your home, it's the loss of an asset. Once that home is gone, you can no longer take advantage of the equity that the home has built. You can't take advantage of the appreciation, which once again, appreciation is something that increases your net worth as a homeowner. If the local housing market in your area is simply booming, you could be missing out on some heavy appreciation. So be sure to keep that in mind as you're weighing the pros and cons of selling your home versus renting it out. Real estate, for me and my family, is a long-term play. We know that over time the home is going to appreciate, and later on, should we choose to give one of our properties or 2 of our properties to our children, they will have properties and it can be passed down from generation to generation. So in my opinion, real estate, houses, homes, whatever you want to say, they are the gift that keeps on giving. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the pros of renting out your home to a tenant. The number 1 pro is monthly rental income. Cha-ching! Monthly rental income. Everybody wants to have that passive income, waking up to a check. I like to say making money while you're asleep. It's a beautiful thing. Renting out your property provides a steady stream of income in most cases. This can help cover mortgage payment, property taxes, and if you are in the position to where you're receiving residual income, you can use it for whatever you like. Maybe you want to put it towards a savings account, towards an investment account, towards a vacation, whatever you want to use it for. So it all depends on how the numbers work out with renting out the property. But once again, cha-ching, you're getting that monthly income, which is most people's desired goal. Pro number 2 when it comes to renting out your property, tax advantages. Uncle Sam, right? We all want to have some tax advantages when it comes to Uncle Sam. Rental property owners can take advantage of tax deductions such as mortgage interest, property taxes, insurance, repairs, and other expenses related to managing the property. So everybody wants to take advantage of Uncle Sam. That's a pro of renting out your home. Pro number 3 when it comes to renting out your home, property appreciation. Property appreciation. While you're renting out your home, most likely the property is going to be appreciating over time, meaning you're building positive equity, and should you decide to sell at a later time, you most likely will make a profit. And the beautiful thing about that is someone else is paying for your investment. Let me say that again. Someone else is paying for and funding your investment. Real estate is simply an investment vehicle. You have several different forms of investment. You can go 401k, Roth IRA, you can do stocks, bonds, so many things, but real estate is just another investment vehicle. So keep that in your mind. Pro number 4 when it comes to renting out your property, investment diversification. Owning a rental property simply diversifies your investment portfolio. You never want to have all of your eggs in one basket. So don't only invest in real estate or stocks or bonds or Roth IRAs, whatever you're doing. It's always good to have a diversified portfolio to protect yourself. If one investment goes bad, another one will probably be doing good. And real estate in most cases is one of the safest investments you can use. So keep that in mind. It is diversifying your portfolio. Pro number 5, when it comes to renting out your home, you have flexible options. There are so many ways that you can rent out your property. You can do long-term rental, short-term rental, such as Airbnb. And another one that many people may not think about is renting out individual rooms. So let's say, for instance, you have a 3-bedroom house and maybe you want to rent out each room for $800. Each room is a nice size. But let's say your mortgage is only $1,500. Pay attention to these numbers. So you rent out each room for $800, $800, $1,600, $2,400 is what you are making on that property. But your mortgage is only $1,500. How much of a profit does that leave? That is a $900 profit. Flexible options. People don't think about all of the options and the ways you can take advantage of renting, but that is a gold mine. So keep that in mind as you are considering renting out your home versus selling it. All right, the cons of renting out your property. Con number 1, landlord responsibilities. Whew, being a landlord can be very, very, very challenging for some people. Being a landlord involves complying with landlord-tenant relationship laws. It involves maintenance and repairs. It involves handling tenant issues and complaints. So these are all things that you have to take into consideration. Of course, you can always get yourself a good, reputable property manager to have everything for you. That's if your rental property has enough margin to do so, and that could save you a headache. But overall, you are the owner and you are the one that's responsible. Con number 2 when it comes to owning a property. Tenant turnover. That's a big one as well. You have to keep that in mind. Let's say you purchased a home. What if you're not able to rent it out for 6 months before your first tenant gets in? Well, that's 6 months of a mortgage payment that you have to make. And let's say you have a tenant in the property for 2 years and maybe they don't want to sign another lease. Well, you have to then market the property again and find another tenant. And you may even have a situation to where a tenant wants to break a lease early. Well, guess what? You have to fix that property back up and market it again to find another tenant. So finding new tenants can actually be time consuming and it can be very stressful for some people. So that's con number 2. Tenant turnover. Con number 3, once again, this is something we've seen previously in the video, that's market risk. What if you are in a market to where the rental rates drop? Well, that's something that you have to keep in mind. The goal is to not have your mortgage payment be more than what you can rent the property for. A downturn in the real estate rental market could seriously impact your ability to rent out the home. So please keep that in mind. Make sure you have this in your mind once again as you are preparing to either rent out your home or sell your home. Lastly, con number 5 when it comes to renting out your home, emotional attachment. Maybe you have some type of emotional attachment to your home. Maybe it was your first home, or maybe it was a home that your parents raised you in and unfortunately they passed away. So there is something sentimental going on in that home, and the idea of someone else living in that home and perhaps not taking care of it could weigh heavily on your emotions. So if you have an emotional attachment, it may be very difficult for you to rent out your home to a complete stranger. All right, that's what I have for today's video. Whether you are going to rent out your home or sell your home, it's very important to take a look at the big picture and make sure you're making the best decision possible financially, emotionally, mentally for yourself and for your family. All right, I hope you found this video valuable and entertaining. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. You know what I always say, I need for you to join this real estate journey. All right, thank you so much for watching. Peace.